What's up, my fellow nerds and outcasts, and welcome back to my channel. So, I just watched the new Avengers Doomsday trailer that dropped for Wakanda and the Fantastic Four, along with Namor and, of course, Talokan, his kingdom! I do have a couple thoughts. This was my least favorite of the trailers, but I noticed a couple of things that I found interesting, so I'm going to share them here with you. So first thing I noticed right off top was the little bit of Talokan-inspired teal detailing that was woven throughout the suits, most likely hinting towards their new alliance, and I thought that was really cool. I thought it was a nice little detail, like a subtle detail that was really badass. Namor had a cool new comic accurate suit, the one with the popped collar, you feel me? That shit looked fire. But I'm really digging it. He is sitting on a throne, it seems, but he is in the middle of a desert. You see a pyramid, just like the ones that we saw in Talokan in Wakanda Forever, in the middle of the desert. So whether the ocean is dried up or Talokan has been displaced or something far worse has happened, we have no idea, so go figure, a teaser teasing. So I'm really excited to see, how did they end up where they are and where we go from here. So I am really excited to see all of these things come together. Of course, we have Shuri and M'Baku meeting Ben Grimm in the middle of the desert. So how did the Fantastic Four arrive? What is going on? Most likely, in my opinion, I think that Dr. Doom took Franklin Richards, someone that is so powerful, it's like there is no scale to measure how powerful Franklin Richards really is, an Omega level mutant. It is seeming like the Fantastic Four came to this world looking for their son. There's probably like some sort of multiversal trail, like an essence or some kind of reading that they can follow, and it led them there. So I'm really excited to see what happens, and if Dr. Doom does have Franklin Richards, that means that he is going to be capable of some crazy shit, and I'm just excited to see where it goes from there. That being said, I want a full trailer. I want a full trailer, because now you've teased us with all of this shit, which kind of makes no sense because Spider-Man comes out first, literally like 5-6 months before this movie, and we haven't seen a single frame of footage from Spider-Man, but I get that they are trying to get people pumped up to be Marvel fans again. What better way to do that than do it with an Avengers movie? I completely understand that. Fantastic Four was my favorite outing from Marvel in a very long time. Everything from the cinematography to the effects and the way that they blended it together, it really was just something so beautiful, a sight to behold. So I am excited to see them in this official 616 universe. That being said, they really do need to stick the landing, and Spider-Man needs to stick the landing. Because if Spider-Man is no good, and then they have Avengers, we're screwed. That will hurt the box office, is what I mean by we're screwed. And people will lose interest because they're just like, these motherfuckers can't do anything, right? I do personally feel that Spider-Man is going to be one of the best live-action Spider-Man movies that we've ever gotten. We have a wonderful director behind it, and not only that, everything that I've been seeing feels like Spider-Man and not Spider-Boy. I have said this 100 times, and I'll say it one more time for those that don't know. I feel that the MCU trilogy was a very weak trilogy. It had subpar to terrible swinging, especially that final swing in No Way Home. The action was also subpar to, it was all right. The best swinging and the best action that we saw from Spider-Man was in movies that he was just featured in that weren't actually his films, like Civil War. So I am excited to see a Spider-Man movie and not a Spider-Boy. I feel like his films are essentially a Spider-Boy trilogy where he finally becomes Spider-Man at the end. So I wish they would have told us that before they gave it to us, but whatever. So I do think that his movie is going to be exceptional. I think we're going to have wonderful swinging, great action sequences, and we have seen a lot of practicality, which I feel like more movies need to do, because when you marry practicality with special effects, it looks more real and it feels more natural, and I am all for it. So, that being said, Avengers Doomsday, I think that we're going to get a full trailer come Super Bowl weekend, so I'm really excited to see what they give us. I'm excited to see if they can stick the landing, because that is the most important thing that they can do. I really hope that it lives up to the expectations that I have set for it. I try not to set expectations for these things, but it's really hard when you bring back directors that we know have delivered time and time again, and they are telling iconic stories, especially like Secret Wars and Doomsday. So Doomsday is going to be something very different. It's going to be something that is juggling a lot, but I think if anyone can pull it off, it is the Russo brothers. So I hope it's not ass. I hope it does not disappoint. Right now, my ranking for these teasers is Cyclops at the top, Steve Rogers right under it, just because I fucking love me some Captain America, boy. Thor, and then this one's in dead last. So that's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I love the dialogue in all of these trailers, especially Thor pleading with his father, Magneto and Xavier having that dialogue, you know, where they've made amends and they are in a peaceful place. And then, of course, just seeing Steve Rogers looking at his suit and holding his child, that was something special for me. And I'm really excited to see where they go from there and how they're going to use him. So there are plot leaks online, so if you did want to see, you know, how does Steve Rogers come into play, apparently he is a very important character, and him and Doom, you know, it's gonna have a lot of him and Doom. So I don't know. I'm not gonna ruin any more, but post comments down below and let me know your thoughts, because I really want to know how you guys are feeling about this trailer and all the trailers that we've gotten so far. Are you guys excited and hyped up? Are you guys kind of indifferent, or are you not excited at all? And let's discuss. Let's go Avengers Doomsday!